Yeah, yeah.
Well, Charlie, so tell me about you did these amazing Dylan albums that, again, as with a lot of the country stuff, just reverberates around the world. Everybody's coming to Nashville to record. Tell me how you crossed paths with Paul Simon.
Well, once again, Bob Johnson was involved.
Wow.
I think they were on the same label with Dylan. I think they were on Columbia at the time, and
Yes.
They had written this song, and they had a thought about it. They wanted to get a bass harmonica, and
How did he even know about? Was it the Harmonicats? How do you even know a bass harmonica is a thing?
well, I knew it from the Harmonicats. Yeah.
I mean, Simon wanted a bass harmonica.
Yes, because Johnston called me and he said, Paul Simon wants to know if you have a bass harmonica. And I said, not yet. So I went and got one.
Fix that.
Yeah. And the song was The Boxer.
Oh.
Now, the track was already recorded. So I was playing the bass harmonica, and Fred Carter Jr. was playing the guitar. There's a guitar solo on there. That was Fred Carter.
Wow.
And
didn't you tell me he and Paul, they ended up doing a lot together, like 2 acoustics?
yeah,
Fred did?
yeah,
Man, that's beautiful
yeah.
parts.
And but it was weird. I mean, it seemed like every time Garfunkel had a suggestion, Simon, it was like a recording. No, Artie, that won't work. I heard that more than once. I heard the same thing with Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Really?
Peter Yarrow was the boss. Paul Stuckey, no. Peter Yarrow was the boss.
Wow.
Anyway.
But Simon probably, he seemed to have a beat on that stuff.
He was, working that session with him, and then I worked one more with him on his first solo album. And once again, he wanted the bass harmonica. And I must say, he dictated every note to me.
Really?
And he was right.
Wow.
And when you look at their body of work, there's so many different styles that they've done and had hits on. It's incredible.
It's astounding.
Yes. Yes, it is.
From Graceland.
Yes.
With African musicians.
I know.
Hey, can you play us? We'd love to hear that bass harmonica part.
Well, okay.
I remember you and I did a show at the Country Music Hall of Fame, and you said you hadn't played this part since you cut it.
Right.
At that point.
Yeah.
So a bass harmonica, man. What kind of animal is this, Charlie?
All right. This is a bass harmonica. Okay, it's got two racks. Down here is, you think of a piano with the white keys.
Oh, okay.
And the black keys with the 2 extra notes. I don't know why, but B and F is up here too. But the rest of it are sharps and flats. Down here are all white notes, okay?
Wow.
And it has a, for you musician people, it has a 2-octave range.
Okay. Wow.
That has a 2-octave range. And it takes a lot of wind to play it. You can do that rhythmic stuff on it, and I've seen these harmonica trios like the Harmonicats, and the guy that's playing bass, when they're like, and I'm thinking, and it's incredible, because when you play the 10-hole like I do all the time, the distance between notes is ingrained in your subconscious, and this is a whole nother ball game here, because as you can see, the size. The distance on the size.
Wow. Oh, man.
So when I have to play this, I have to really settle into it and get used to the skips. But anyway, Paul wanted me to do some, and he had me do some of that that kind of stuff
on the Boxer.
On the Boxer. And then when I went when he did his first solo album, he called me to go to New York, and we did a song called Papa Hobo, And
Remember
it
that.
had the same kind of thing on it.
Wow.
Once again, he dictated every note, and he was right. Yeah.
Well, that's very humble of you to say that. As I recall in the Boxer, you only play like in 2 sections of the song.
2 sections, that's correct.
Right?
Yep.
And man, but does it have a presence in there?
Yeah. Well, this instrument is this is a pretty special instrument, and you put it in a record, and if it's mixed right, and it's pretty cool.